light. That stopped on time, that's good. Oh dear. So basically you've got that scene over there with this tanker which has gone over. I can't really film it without letting the policeman see that I'm going with a camera, but if I just do that just discreetly, he won't be able to see necessarily because I've got darkened windows. That I'm having a look at it, but that guy's completely turned over his thing. He hasn't got hazardous goods in it because he's not got any diamond shapes, but you know, a bit hairy, isn't it, when a lorry just comes off the road like that? Big cylinder. That's an awful lot of power to be coming off the road. So anyway, the driver seems to be there calmly talking to the policeman, so hopefully he got out of it all right. Hopefully they'll be able to right it and get it going again. They usually do. Job for a mechanic. In the meantime, job for a crane, I think. Yeah, but obviously I can't see the Eurovision Song Contest. Look at the way they pollarded these trees this weekend, and nice rape over there, if you'll pardon the contradiction in terms. Over there in this field there, nice smell of it, nice heady kind of perfume that comes off that. So for something that's got such a nice colour and such an interesting, not always pleasant, sometimes it's a bit overpowering, but sometimes it's nice to have it once a year anyway. But for well, actually they do it twice a year. There's two crops, an early and a late. But for something which is this pleasant, it sure has a nasty name, doesn't it? I mean, rape. If anybody wants to know a bit more about rapeseed, then you can look up my film Bohemian Rapeseedy, where I talk about the opportunities that the Czech Republic has of making their own energy from biological sources, and sing as Huliganov a version of the famous Queen song. Anyway, this weekend, other than the Eurovision Song Contest, which I wouldn't be able to see anyway because I haven't got TV in the flat. Don't know whether I'll have in Russia, but I don't care if I don't have it as long as I've got the internet. I didn't have the internet in the Czech flat, but then my visits were shorter. My visits to the Russian flat will be longer, and I need to work, so I will have hopefully the internet there. That was one of my stipulations. Agreed with the new employer that yes, I needed to have broadband. I don't need a TV or anything like that, but if you've got broadband, you don't need anything else. So, I mean, having a TV would be interesting because I could watch Perits, which is the new name of what used to be DTV, and before that was Darial TV, which is the company I used to be CFO of or Glavbuch, as they say in Russian. Of that company, I was Glavbuch, and for 15 months we turned it around. I got to work with very, very interesting and sometimes well-known people, and yeah, it was a very interesting period of life. I want to go back to Poland though, and carry on where I left off, but Poland has a problem. The audit market's gone sour, so and also I do like Moscow. I do like working in Russia, and it's exciting. It's not a good place to have the family though, so that's why the family will stay put in Poland. In my opinion, it's not so great for them to move to Russia. They've got much more opportunities, much more things, and then they've got all the safety being there in Poland. I don't need them to come across. They can be there with much more. It's better for them to be there. So I would just go to Russia, and I'll be staying there 2 weeks at a time, then coming back for a week, then 2 weeks again, and then back a week.
800 meters.
And so that means, obviously, that there's going to be some films in Russia. There's going to be more Russian language coming along. Probably will mean the return of Huliganov to a degree, which a lot of people will be pleased to hear, I'm sure.
Prepare to keep left in 300 meters.
And so,
in 100 meters, keep left.
Not entirely sure what I'm supposed to be keeping left about, but never mind.
Drive 32 kilometers.
Oh, keeping left off that piece of those pieces of crap in the middle of the side of the road. Maybe that's how it knew that they would be there. I don't know, but there you go. Yeah. So yeah. Apart from cleaning the flat, this weekend there's also going to be the Polyglot conference organised by Richard and Luca, famous polyglots known well on YouTube. Most of the people who, not maybe most, but many of the people who watch my channel will also be aware of Richard Simcott and of Luca Lamparello. I think I've got his surname right, I'm not sure. And those two guys, obviously they became friends, as many polyglots do, because that's fairly natural when we have the same interests, the same passion about languages. So it's nothing unusual. It's difficult to find marriages happening around that topic, because in the main most polyglots are male. So it's difficult, to find female polyglots. There are some, but I'm sure there are polyglot marriages, but there aren't that many. In the main, people just make polyglot friendships, and there's more rape over there. No, I'm not going to make a joke about polyglot rape, it's just too far. So, in any event, there's a polyglot conference so people can get to know each other. Maybe there will be some polyglot marriages emerging from it if people meet the few polyglot women that there are and hit it off with them. Maybe there will be some, but in the main, it's enough for a polyglot usually to marry a woman with one of the languages that they're studying. That helps them to at least with that language, to get really good at it. A woman, to be married to a woman who speaks several languages is even better. In my case, my wife speaks obviously about 5 languages, so it's nice, something that we can share a bit. So